Hello everyone, welcome to my session. In our previous video we discussed about discovery of electron. Okay, now today's topic is charge to mass ratio of electron. Charge to mass ratio of electron, that is E by ME value. Okay, E by ME value. In 1897, J.J. Thomson measured the ratio of electric charge, that is E to the mass of electron Me, by using cathode ray tube and applying electric and magnetic field perpendicular to, this is electric field, this is magnetic field, perpendicular to each other, and as well as path of the cathode ray. Okay, this is the experiment he made in 1897 to discovery of charge to mass ratio of electron. What did he do? He take one discharge tube and he arranged a setup like this. This is the cathode and this is the anode. Cathode having negative charge and anode having positive charge. Now, in previous video we discussed the entire process. Cathode rays are produced here and travel towards anode rays. Why? Because anode having positive charge, cathode rays are having negative charge. Negative and positive charge are attracted, and these rays are travel like this and fall on the anode, and he took one perforated anode, that means hole in it, and the cathode ray travel straightly and fall on the ZN screen. This is the fluorescent screen, that is zinc sulfide screen at point B. Okay, then what did he do? He applied magnetic field. Now cathode rays are traveled up to here and deviated towards positive charge electric field. Okay, towards positive charge, sorry, this is electric field. The cathode ray traveled and deviated from original path to point A. Why? Because here he applied electric field, that means positive charge electric field attracted the cathode rays, because cathode rays having negative charge. And one more experiment he did, that is he applied magnetic field here, right? He applied magnetic field. In this situation, cathode rays are traveled up to here straight line and deviated towards magnetic field. Cathode ray fall at point C. Without this electric field and magnetic field, the cathode ray travel straight and fall at point B. Okay, for electric field, cathode ray deviated towards electric field. In magnetic field, cathode ray deviated from magnet side. Okay, without these two fields, cathode ray travel straight line. Okay, magnetic field and electric field are perpendicular to each other as well as path of the cathode ray. Okay, now the extent of deviation, that means this deviation or deflection takes place here, electric field and magnetic field. The extent of deviation of cathode rays in presence of electric field and magnetic field depends on the following criteria. So first one is magnitude of charge on particle. Extent of deviation is directly proportional to charge on cathode rays. Okay, if the cathode rays are having more charge, extension of deviation is more. Okay, now second one is magnitude of mass of particle. If the cathode rays having higher mass, extent of deviation is less. Why? Because mass is very high now, the movement is very slow. The movement, that means deviation is very slow. Here charge is more, extent of deviation is more. Here mass is more, extent of deviation is less. Okay. Now strength of the fields. If the voltage of electric field is more, here electric field having voltage. Okay. Magnetic field having strength. Please listen carefully. Strength, magnetic field strength, electric field voltage. If the magnet having more strength, the extent of deviation is more. If the voltage of electric field is more, the extent of deviation is more. Okay, that's why extent of deviation is directly proportional to voltage of electric field and strength of magnetic field. Okay. Now he did one more experiment for this charge to mass ratio. Okay, that is he arranging electric field and magnetic field at a time, and he rearranging the strengths of magnetic field and voltage of electric field by minimizing and extension. He did the straight cathode rays are travel in a straight line and fall on the point B. Okay, and the specific charge is equal to charge by mass. That is 1.76 into 10 power 11 coulombs per kg. Okay, or 1.76 into 10 power 8 coulombs per gram. This is kg, this is gram. Please observe clearly. Right, 1.76 into 10 power 11 coulombs per kg. 1.76 into 10 power 8 coulombs per gram. This is the charge to mass ratio of electron. Okay, are you understood? Clear? Okay. Thank you everyone. Please subscribe my channel, like it, share it. Okay. Thank you. We'll see you in the next class.